Chapter 7. How are the NPRC commissioners appointed? Commissioners have a significant impact on the work of the NPRC. Citizens' trust in the commissioners gives validity to the NPRC's work. The appointment process has been introduced briefly in Chapter 1. This chapter gives a detailed outline of the appointment process, the right manner, and the term of holding office, including the characteristics of commissioners. 7.1. Appointment of the chairperson. The Constitution provides for appointment of 8 commissioners plus 1 chairperson. The chairperson is appointed by the President in consultation with the Judicial Service Commission and the Committee of Standing Rules and Orders. The chairperson must be a person who has been qualified to practice as a legal practitioner in Zimbabwe for at least 7 years. In appointing the chairperson, if the President decides not to go by the recommendations of the JSC and the CSRO, he must notify the CSRO as soon as practicable. The law requires that the chairperson and the deputy chairperson must belong to different genders. 7.2. Appointment of other commissioners. The procedure for the appointment of other 8 commissioners is different. The Parliament through CSRO is supposed to advertise the call for members of the public to make nominations. When nominations are received, the CSRO will shortlist candidates who will be interviewed publicly. From the public interviews, the CSRO will select and present to the President not less than 12 names of likely commissioners. From these names, the President will appoint only 8. 7.3. Political neutrality. The law requires that members of the NPRC, including the chairperson, be independent and politically neutral. If there are members of a political party on their appointment to the NPRC, they will have to resign that membership within 30 days after being appointed. 7.4. Experience. The law further requires that commissioners be chosen for their integrity and their knowledge and understanding and experience in mediation, conciliation, conflict prevention, and management, post-conflict reconciliation, or peace building. 7.5. Duration of office. The chairperson and other members are appointed for 5-year terms, which can be renewed once. NPRC commissioners can only be removed before end of term if they are unable to perform their functions because of physical or mental incapacity, serious incompetence, guilty of a serious misconduct, or has become ineligible for office or appointment. Before removal from the office, the President must appoint a tribunal to consider the question of the removal of a commissioner in line with the Constitution. The President can only remove the commissioner when the tribunal makes such a recommendation. This procedure is designed to protect the independence of the Commission. Summary box. The NPRC should have 9 commissioners, including a chairperson. The chairperson and the deputy chairperson must belong to different genders. Members of the public make nominations to the Parliament following a public call for nominations. Parliament makes a shortlist and carries out interviews and makes another shortlist from the interviews. Parliament presents to the president a list of not less than 12 nominees. The president appoints 8 commissioners from the list. Commissioners must be independent and not involved in party politics. Commissioners must have experience in mediation, conciliation, conflict prevention, and management post-conflict reconciliation or peace building. Commissioners are appointed for 5-year terms, which can be renewed once. Commissioners are protected from unfair dismissal from work.